Alright, so in our first video here, we're going to be looking at a complex mechanical drawing of object. We're going to start here up top with this general section here. We're going to save our section view for a later video and our detailed view up here. You can see there's a lot going on with this drawing. So make sure you have this printed off in front of you before we begin. And you're going to want to make sure that we have downloaded our adjusting arm template here. So I'm going to re-download this here, and then I'm going to open this up in AutoCAD. Hey, once this opens up in AutoCAD, you're going to want to start on your center layer. So make sure you're on your center layer. And we're going to draw some lines right down the center. So L line, I'm going to split this template here. So split it right down the center like so. And then I'm going to draw another line. I'm going about 3/4 of the way up. I'm going to make sure my ortho mode is on down here. And L space, and I can draw, I'll do it a little bit lower than that, right, probably right about here. I'm just splitting this line in half, same as we did for our last drawing. Draw it all the way across like that. Okay, now looking at our drawing here, we're going to take a look at this here. We're going to start by offsetting some lines here. So you can see this one, we want to find this center circle. We're going to focus on the left side. And the center circle here is 5.5 over. So I'm going to offset that line we just created right here by 5.5. Then I'm going to offset this line over this way by 12.5. So 5.5 and 12.5. So O for offset, and then 5.5, like so. And then O for offset, 12.5, like so. Now, we're going to focus on that left side, and we're just going to focus on the general circles right now and our lines. So if I'm looking at this here, I can see that this circle right here has a diameter of 3. And then this circle in the center here, the big circle here in the center, has a, double check it here, see a radius of 2 there, a diameter of 5. A diameter of 5 and a diameter of 3. 5 and 3. Okay, so back to AutoCAD here. And C. And I'll make a circle here. And this here is going to be diameter of 3. And then C. And make sure you're on that center point. Double check that. And then diameter of 5. Now internally here, there's some other circles here. There's a radius of 2. Okay, so the internal circle here. So I'm going to make that circle right now here. Internal circle has a radius of 2. Like so. And then I'm going to change all of this here to my object layer. And just select them here and make them on my object layer. And I can also go to my line type to scale, and see it a bit better there too. Okay, then our circle on the far right side here has a radius of 2.5. So this circle over here has a radius of 2.5. And then I can do match my properties here, select my source object. This is my source, and then select destination. There we go. Cool. All right, now, once I've created this here, actually that looks a little too big. I've done something wrong there, so let's delete that. C for circle, and a diameter of 2.5, not a radius. Diameter, C, diameter 2.5, much better. And then again, match prop. I'm sorry, this is moving so slow here. Trying to record at the same time. Cool. All right, now if we look at our drawing here, we're going to draw these tangent lines right here. So I have a tangent line here, tangent line here, tangent line here. So the outside of our drawing. Okay, so on this drawing here, so L space, and I'm going to make sure I'm on my object layer here too, just to help us out. L space, and then tan for tangent, and then again tan for tangent, like so, and then L space, TAN for tan, and then TAN for tan, and connects there. You can use your mirror command now, so we learned last time here. Select this object here. You could also tan them on the other side here, but I'm going to mirror these and then select my destination. Let's just select that center point, and we'll see if I can get them popped around there. And then no for deleting source objects. Cool. All right, so we got our general shape here. Next, let's take a look over here. So on this far side here, this is representing a bolt hole here. This little hidden line going on the outside, and we want to offset that line by 0.0625, which is also 1/16 of an inch. So to do that here, so I'm going to go in and back over here to AutoCAD, and I want to make that center circle first here. So that center circle, zoom in here, make sure I get the right spot. That center circle is going to be diameter of 0.875, enter. And then I want to offset that. Okay, I'm going to offset that by 0.0625, which is also 1/16 of an inch. And this is not on our paper, so you might want to write this on your paper here. This is just showing so we can see it when I go into my layout view. So that's going to be a hidden line right there. So for example here, if I went to my layout view here, you can actually see this when I printed it here. You can see that hidden line there. If it was much closer, you wouldn't be able to see it. Okay, next here, we're going to look at the center here. We're not going to focus too much on this left side until another video coming up here. But we're going to the center layer here. I'm going to offset this line. Okay, so to do that here, we can see that the 9 times 0.5, so 0.5 here, 0.5 here, 0.5 here, 0.5 here, 0.5 here, and 0.5 here throughout. So it's that length of 0.5. So I'm going to offset this line right here by 0.25. So again, O for offset, 0.25. Bam. Bam. Okay, then I can trim this out too. So TR for trim. And I'm going to do cutting edges. There, I'll trim this out. Trim this out. This. I don't need that anymore. Actually, I'm going to leave that center line, and that was my bad. I want to leave that center line. I got to back it up a couple steps here. Let's delete that. Just to clean it up a bit too. And delete that. Okay, now we're going to focus on the center. So we have, I'm going to offset some other lines here. So I'm going to offset this line right here. So that's going to get offset by 1, according to my center there, offset by 1. So offset 1 in, and then going over to the right. And then I'm going to, let's try it one more time. There we go. Now on the center point here, I'm going to draw a circle. The outer, very outer circle of that band, so we're looking at it, is going to have a radius of 1.25. So what I'm looking at here, so you can see, is I'm looking at this here. So this very outer circle here is a radius of 1.25. So C for circle, and then I already have, let me select my center point, make sure I get it correct here. And then I'm going to have a radius of 1.25, like so. And then my internal circle on this here, so another circle, that internal circle is going to have a diameter of 2.20. So see, circle, make sure I get that center point, and then diameter of 2.2, enter. Now we got a lot of things going on. Okay, now I can trim some things out here. All right, so I'm gonna actually change these to object lines too, so I can see these a bit better. Say once they're on object. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna trim out. So I'm looking at my drawing, which I have in front of me right now. I don't need anything on this outer circle. So this outer circle I can say goodbye to right now. And then at that internal circle here, I don't need, I'm not going to use this anymore either. I can get rid of that, and get rid of this piece here. I can get rid of this piece here. We don't need this going across here, like so. I don't need this over here. So you just trim it out to make it neat. If you make a mistake, you can always commit Control-Z to undo it. I'm going to need that piece. I'm not going to need this or this. I can zoom in on this right here. Let's take a look at it. And then lastly, I'm not going to need this over here and not going to need this. And then escape. Cool. Oh, one more section here. I don't need this going through here. And I don't need this also too. Cool, looks really good. Now, okay, so we're looking at this here. Now we need to add some fillets on the edge here, and we'll double check on our drawing where our fillets are at. And I believe, over to our drawing here. Okay, we can see that this edge here is filleted, and we're going to see where our fillet edge is. Fillet's going to be 0.25, so we have 22 at 0.25 right there. You can also see here that this center hole here is actually in by 0.20 on our section view here too, but that doesn't matter for right now. Okay, so coming on up here too, we're going to do a radius of 0.25 fillets on all these edges over here. So back on AutoCAD here, I'm going to do F for fillet, and then I'm going to do 0.25. Make sure I want to do radius 0.25, and then specify object here. Let's see right here and right there. And then I can do radius 0.25, and I'm going to do multiple. So I can do multiple at one time here. So let's see how this works. Boom, boom, and then go keep on going. Get all these done right here. Sweet. Okay, let's double check our drawing. Make sure we're not missing anything right now. We're going to pause right around here in this first video. But what we're looking for, and you can see one of my few other drawings here, is that you need to add on here. Okay, you need to add on your other circles here, this whole pattern, along with the center lines. And realize my center lines are angled, and they are on the dimension layer. Okay, and to do that, you can start because you know where this point is here. So if I go back here, I'll help you out to my drawing, and I can offset. I can see my circle here. So on a center circle, so you're going to start here, center circle, right there, And that center circle, if I'm looking closely at my drawing, is going to be a diameter of 1.5. And this is going to be on my center layer. And then you're going to draw a small circle over here, and then you're going to use your polar array tool. And you want to explode it when you're done so you can add your dimensions properly. All right, that's it for this first video. Make sure you are saving your drawing. So go up to save and save that drawing for where you're at.